Good morning. It is a Monday morning, ready to kick off the next week. Already the second week in June, and you know what? It's a good day to start something new, to start a new mindset. My name's Al Gavati. You can find me on YouTube under AlgaeMan1. Do a search for AlgaeMan1, ALGAEMAN, and the number one. Today, we're going to be following an article off of success.com by and I'm gonna have to look this up again one more time. Hang on, let's see. Inga Stasiulionyte, because I could not pronounce that for the life of me. Inga Stasiulionyte, and it's called 10 Tips to Achieve Anything You Want in Life. So let's kick it off. It says, oh, by the way, she's an Olympian. It says, I'm no stranger to feeling stuck in life. I've trained with some of the best coaches on the planet during my 20 years sports career. And again, when I competed in the 2008 Olympics, but when I wanted to start my own company to share my knowledge about motivational psychology and training with others, it wasn't as easy as I thought it'd be. Launching a new business is not easy. You have to give up the comforts of a stable paycheck to delve into the unknown, an unpredictable abyss. A lot of things keep us from making the leap, things like fear and insecurity, and one thing above all the rest, motivation. So it says, when I looked back on my days as an athlete, I understood what was different. I remembered what or who made me push myself even when I didn't want to. The difference was, as an athlete, I had structured days and a coach to report to. So we're talking about structure and coachability, right? Structure keeps us focused, and a coach keeps pushing and challenging us. Thankfully, I passed this stage, and she founded a company, an online coaching service, helping people achieve their goals. I decided to collect the lessons I've learned along the way and to share them with others like you, striving to better themselves. So we're going to be sharing Inga's 10 tips today for achieving anything you want in life. So here we go. Number one, focus on commitment, not motivation. Just how committed are you to your goal? How important is it for you? And what are you willing to sacrifice in order to achieve it? If you find yourself fully committed, motivation will follow. Okay, so to dig into it a little bit, how important is it for you? What is the reason? Why? Your why. Everybody talks about your why when they're talking about achieving goals. Doesn't matter if it's getting a new job or finishing a project or starting something entirely new in your life. They ask you, why are you doing it? If your why is strong enough, the how will follow. Literally, what you just said, if you find yourself fully committed, motivation will follow. It says, what are you willing to sacrifice in order to achieve it? Now, sacrifice doesn't mean it's like you have to sell your home, you have to sell your car, you have to move out into the middle of the woods to get it done. No, it means there's going to be trade-offs, right? Trade-offs of time, trade-offs of maybe some relationships. A lot of it has to do with time, though. Like, for example, when I speak to people about them undergoing or taking on a new business, like I wasn't able to go to my birthday parties that we were invited to or family gatherings because I was working hard towards my goal, and ultimately they were able to achieve their goal. It's that trade-off, that sacrifice to reach your goal, because again, as you're reaching your goal, it's only for a finite amount of time. You're going to reach that goal, but you have to achieve it. Otherwise, you're going to be living in regret, right? So number one, focus on commitment, not motivation. Number two, seek knowledge, not results. If you focus on the excitement of discovery, improving, exploring, and experimenting, your motivation will always be fueled. If you focus only on results, your motivation will be like the weather. It'll die the minute you hit a storm. So the key is to focus on the journey, not the destination. Keep thinking about what you're learning along the way and what you can improve. Looking back at any job or anything that you've gotten better at, right? Looking back at that journey that you took, the end result of who you became, of the wealth of knowledge that you acquired in the process, is evidence of exactly what they're talking about, or what she's talking about right here. That journey that you undertook to get to the point where you are right now, or where you got to the point to your proficiency or mastery of what you wanted to accomplish, that was a level or a set of steps and building blocks and growth, right? And that's talking about seeking knowledge for the end result, not the result as you're going, because there are going to be failures, there are going to be pitfalls, there are going to be roadblocks, there are going to be speed bumps. Being able to weather those storms, being able to overcome those distractions or detractions, whatever it may be, is your ultimate goal. Getting past those little ones to get to the first goal that you're reaching. Again, number 2, seek knowledge, not results. Number 3, make the journey fun. It says it's an awesome game. The minute you make it serious, there's a big chance it'll start carrying a heavy emotional weight and you'll lose perspective and become stuck again. That journey, not the destination, right? The journey being the actual process that you enjoy, and taking into account the growth you are undergoing as you're taking the journey, allowing it to become fun, allowing for the challenges to become joyful challenges, right? Making an effort to, all right, I can do this. Maybe even break it down, like I said, breaking down to the ridiculous, make it a little bit step by step, one by one, and get it done as you keep going, and making the fun so you don't get overwhelmed. So you don't carry that emotional weight that brings you down and slogs you and makes you slip, and roll back. So make the journey fun is number 3. Number 4, get rid of stagnating thoughts. It's all about mindset, right? Thoughts influence feelings, and feelings determine how you view your work. You have a lot of thoughts in your head, and you always have a choice of which ones to focus on. The ones that will make you emotionally stuck, fears, doubts, or the ones that will move you forward, excitement, experimenting, trying new things, stepping out of your comfort zone. Comfort is the enemy of progress, right? The enemy of success, because it's so easy to just go, okay, yeah, and just kind of slide into that comfortable bed, so to speak, of your mindset, where it's like, well, I'm already here. I've already achieved so much in my life. So many years have gone by. I've done this. I did so much to get to where I am right now. Why am I going to risk that? And again, taking that risk level if you want to achieve something new. So getting rid of stagnating thoughts to allow you to move ahead to that new situation that you want, that you have a powerful why for, allows you to move steps forward with I guess less interference or less distraction. Number 5, use your imagination. Next step after getting rid of negative thoughts is to use your imagination. When things go well, you are full of positive energy, and when you're experiencing difficulties, you need to be more energetic. So rename your situation. If you keep repeating, I hate my work, guess which feelings those words will evoke, right? It's a matter of imagination. You can always find something to learn, even from the worst boss in the world at the most boring job. It says, I have a great exercise for you. Just for 3 days, think and say positive things only. See what happens. Affirmations. I had a conversation recently with a good friend of mine who's reaching a new goal. He's shooting for a new goal within the next 2 months. And one of the things that he said that struck me as funny was this. I do morning affirmations where I look at myself and I speak positively to myself. And I felt like an idiot when I first started doing it, because I'm looking at a mirror and I'm looking at myself and I'm looking at my face, saying these things to myself, and in return having the mirror say them to me, right? And I felt stupid. I felt like an idiot. But now, as I've been doing it for a good amount of time, I see the change in my mindset. I see the confidence growing in me, allowing me to be able to reach out to people that I maybe have not reached out to before. So again, using your imagination and having that positive mindset, saying only positive things to yourself just for three days, she said, and see what happens. By the way, we're doing the 10 tips to achieve anything you want in life. Number 6, stop being nice to yourself. Motivation means action, and action brings results. Sometimes your actions fail to bring the results you want, so you prefer to be nice to yourself and not put yourself in a difficult situation. You wait for the perfect timing for an opportunity while you drive yourself into stagnation and sometimes even into depression. Get out there, challenge yourself, do something that you want to do even if you are afraid. That's challenging yourself. She was talking about having structure and having a coach. If you don't have a coach, someone who's pushing to get the best out of you every single day, be that coach for yourself, at least when you need to be that coach for yourself. Those moments where you need some motivation, where you need to challenge yourself and do something to get you a little bit further. Like say, either it's 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 8 seconds of courage to call up that courage within you. Tap into that power of that core of strength that I talk about. Tap into that core of strength that we're all built around. Tap into that and take those seconds of courage to speak to somebody, to make that phone call, to knock on that door, to have that conversation, to bring up that idea that you may be fearful of, but you know that you have to do to get to the next level. So again, number 6, stop being nice to yourself. Motivation means action, and action brings results. Number 7, get rid of distractions. Meaningless things and distractions will always be in your way, especially those easy, usual things you would rather do instead of focusing on new, challenging, and meaningful projects. Comfort, right? Learn to focus on what is the most important. Write a list of time wasters and hold yourself accountable to not do them. Write a list of time wasters. What things waste your time? Sitting at home watching TV, playing a video game, scrolling through your social media, just not doing anything, right? I went for a drive, or I did, but you're doing it constantly. That it's more of a distraction than an opportunity to center yourself to keep going and getting action done. Call it what it is. Call it a time waster. And again, it's talking about that comfort level, right? Don't do things just because they're comfortable. If you want to change your life, it's got to be some discomfort, okay? So again, number 7, get rid of distractions. Number 8, don't rely on others. You should never expect others to do it for you, not even your partner, friend, or boss. Whew. That was like, shoo. I felt that one right deep in the core, man. They are all busy with their own needs. No one will make you happy or achieve your goals for you. It's all on you. Don't rely on others. Yes, you can work with people. Yes, you can ask people for advice and go to them for, in a time of need, and you have a partner you can, you can have somebody you can lean on when times get tough and all that, but you have to rely on yourself. It's your goal. It's your why. It's your destination. It's going to take your action and motivation to get it done. Number 8, don't rely on others. Number 9, plan. Know your 3 steps forward. You do not need more. Fill out your weekly calendar, noting when you will do what and how. When, what, how is important to schedule. Review how each day went and what you learned, and revise what you could improve next day. So again, when, what, how, and of course, now she's talking about that structure, right? So number 9 is plan. 10, last tip, protect yourself from burnout. It's easy to burn out when you are very motivated. Observe yourself to recognize any signs of tiredness and take time to rest. Your body and mind rest when you schedule relaxation and fun time into your weekly calendar. Do diverse tasks. Keep switching between something creative and logical, something physical and still working alone and with a team. Switch locations, meditate, or just take deep breaths. Close your eyes and focus on one thing for 5 minutes. You lack motivation not because you're lazy or don't have a goal. Even the biggest stars, richest business people, or the most accomplished athletes get lost sometimes. What makes them motivated is a curiosity about how much better or faster they can get. So above all, be curious, and this will lead you to your goals and success. Number 10, protect yourself from burnout. And again, let me look up her name. It is Inga Stasiulionyte, and you'll see why I had to look up the pronunciation. An Olympian athlete, javelin thrower, who competed at the Beijing Olympic Games during her 20-year career, and of course now she does coaching for people to meet their goals and success. So again, the 10 tips to achieve anything you want in life. Focus on commitment, not motivation. Number 2, seek knowledge, not results. Number 3, make the journey fun. Number 4, get rid of stagnating thoughts. Number 5, use your imagination. Number 6, stop being nice to yourself. Number 7, get rid of distractions. Number 8, don't rely on others. Number 9, plan. And number 10, protect yourself from burnout. I'm going to be sharing the link to this great article in the comments section, and I will be uploading this video into on my YouTube page. Just search for AlgaeMan1, ALGAEMAN, and the number 1. All my videos are there on YouTube. Appreciate it if you like and subscribe and share. We want to get this type of positive information and positive content to as many people as possible, because you never know, the person that you think of when you think about sharing this may see it, or you can actually point them to it, and it might change their lives. Just like any one of these could change your life as well. Remember, till next time, knowledge is power, imagination is king, and intelligence your weapon. Read a good book today, enrich your mind, and above all, take action. Have yourself a wonderful day. I hope to do this again on Wednesday at around the same time. Until next time, we'll be talking.